What's up, Bulls fans? This is your boy P.Kidd, and we are now talking the Chicago Bulls and considering a trade that my man Pat maybe thought about but didn't necessarily go in depth about. So I'm going to touch on it right now. If you are new to the channel, please like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate all the love that you all show to us, especially in the chat. For all the P1s, you know who you are. Shout out to you all, but let's jump right into it. So listen, right now, the Chicago Bulls are in a very interesting position. One, we now know who our star is, which has been a while since we can say we've had a star. But if Zach LaVine is not an all-star this year, the game is rigged because my man is balling out of his mind right now. So he definitely deserves that nod. But listen, we've been going back and forth as to who our number 2 is going to be. Kobe has not really stepped up to the plate. It's really not really done what we need him to do in some instances. I get the fact that you could say he's young in all of those sense, but guess what? They kind of don't fly because we got a lot of rookies balling right now. He's not really helping us. Now, even when he does, the turnover ratio is so high, it's forcing everyone out of position. The game just doesn't look easy when he's on the floor, and he just sometimes doesn't look like he belongs. So it's not like I hate Kobe White, but I definitely see that with this one player going up for trade, I can see somebody we can get him out the way for, and that one person, Victor Oladipo. Listen, Victor Oladipo has been reported to have wanted a trade. If you really look at the roster's whole lineup right now, they got John Wall, Victor Oladipo, Eric Gordon. They got some other guards there that actually kind of fit their system and what they need to do. And realistically, let's be honest, Victor don't want to be there. He's kind of was like a casualty in this whole shift that landed James Harden right with the net. So with all that being said, he's actually looking for another spot. And I can tell you this, I would love to see Victor Oladipo on the Chicago Bulls. Now you may be asking, hey, listen, how can we make that happen? I know he has this large contract, this, that, and the other. It will require for us to give up some pieces. And I don't think we have to give up Lauri Markkanen. Realistically, the Rockets have kind of people that play that position. They don't necessarily need a Lauri, but if they wanted Lauri, I guess, you know. But realistically, one of the people I had in mind, and doing the trade machine, if those who know me, you know I dig the trade machine. I'm always doing it because I don't like to do too many hypotheticals. I like to actually consider things that could actually work both from a fit standpoint, but also contractually, because that's where a lot of fans get mixed up. Like, you have to make the numbers work for it to work. And you know what numbers work out? That young, Kobe White, Victor Oladipo, maybe some picks. I think that works. I think that works. You got to remember, Victor was in Indiana for quite some time. Also, he actually went to college in Indiana. He's kind of built his basis, so he's not too far from, you know, what something he would consider home. Hey, listen, I technically right now live in Indiana, as I'm only 30 minutes away from downtown, really. So, hey, listen, yeah, you know, at the same time, it also allows him to be on a team that he's going to not have to necessarily compete. Victor, as a point guard, you may say, well, hey, what does he do that Kobe White doesn't? Well, one, he handles the ball a lot better. He can get those double digits. He can get those double digit assists, but at the same time, he also impacts the game better. He actually scores at a more efficient clip, and he's just more confident in his game right now. Now, he's had time to develop that. I get that, but I'm not trying to wait for maybe Kobe White works it out or not. And realistically, with that young playing a lot better, and him being the I guess you'd call him a stretch 3 or 4 right now, you know, he will kind of fit what the Rockets need and what they're missing in some of the areas, because they have some injuries amongst their bigs outside of Christian Woods. I think he kind of fits that. We can just unload Kobe White. I think that'll be a great fit. You all let me know what you think. Please let me know in the comments if you would go for that move. Now, if anyone knows Pat, you know he's big on AK and the moves he's made. This may be something that he doesn't actually do. But half of this stuff is just speculation that we talk about. But tell me this. Who wouldn't you give up for Victor Oladipo outside of Zach? How would that not work? Even if it was something that we gave up a Lauri Markkanen and a Kobe White, I think that could actually work. It allows us to at least have a consistent number 2. Well, we don't have to worry about if he's going to give me 30 and have a string of subpar games, or if he's going to give me 30 and score 8 the next one in Lauri Markkanen. The trade-off for us is a kind of a win-win, especially since we already have drafted another big man overseas who's coming over next year. So if we're going to set ourselves up to be in a winning position, why not get another dynamic guard to pair with our star guard right now? and they can't help us not have to worry about who's doing what at late game situations. Not force Zach to be. Zach right now is leading in turnovers on our team, but he's also like number 5 in the league in turnovers as well. Realistically, it's because he's being forced to play the position because he didn't have someone solid to handle the ball and make appropriate decisions down the line. In fact, the best person next to him so far has been Thad Young. Go figure. With that being the case, why not try to make a package for someone who can kind of give us that impact? He impacts us, he flow of game, pace of game, puts up the numbers, gives us assist numbers, and can actually rebound pretty well too. A lot of positives that could come out of it. And you know what? We may or may not actually get it, but just to hear that we're actually in the conversation lets me know that, hey, we're looking to trend in the right direction. Now, again, you all let me know what you think. This is all out of love. We definitely, we bleed red, we see red, but hey, we know that we got a long way to go to get back to the mountaintop. But you let me know how Victor kind of fits into that. Who would you give up for it? Would you keep Kobe White? I want to hear it all in the chat. Listen, it's your boy P.Kidd signing out.